Jason Feger was not happy with DIRTCar Summer Nationals officials after he won Heat 3 at Wilmot Raceway tonight for the opening race of the second week of the 2025 Hell Tour. Feger, who is the current points leader and winner of the Week 1 championship, won Heat 3 after Brian Shirley broke while taking the white flag lap. However, the heat race was plagued with cautions due to a number of accidents involving Jake Tim, Thomas Hunsaker, Frank Hakenass Jr., and Matthew Larson. After the first couple of restarts, track officials opted for a single file restart, severely limiting Feger's chances of getting around Brian Shirley and winning the heat. In fact, Feger had beat Shirley on the first restart, or it wasn't actually a restart, on the initial start, but a caution brought it back, and Shirley made sure on the next restart that did not happen again. In his Heat Race's winner's interview with Dirt Vision, Feger was asked what he learned, and this is how he responded. "I learned that the series is a joke, and they don't have good rules, and there's no reason you should ever have a single file restart with two good guys in the front row when the guys in the back can't make a lap, so I've never heard of that. A bunch of crap. It worked out for me that Brian broke, but I feel bad for him because me and him are good buds. But I'm going to have a talk with officials. Anyway, it's a cool place. I appreciate these fans all coming out and supporting us, and hopefully get a good draw and get it done tonight." So obviously, I feel like there's going to be some kind of response that, hey, we're trying to keep the night moving along because we've had all these complaints about the long nights, etc., etc. I'm sure that is going to be one of the officials' excuses, but I think it's just that, right? That is an excuse. I don't think you should be going to a single file restart in a heat race. The heat race didn't really take that long. Obviously, yeah, they were having troubles getting going there at the back, but I do think that does indeed punish the guys at the front, especially guys like Feger, who are trying to beat Shirley on the restart, try and get that top spot, give him the better starting position come feature time, and really does hamper your chances when you go to a single file restart, and you really are just following the leader at that point. And as we see in many heat races, although I feel like during the Hell Tour we have seen quite a bit of passing, and we saw some passing earlier tonight in the heat races as well, with Drake Troutman doing some great work in his heat race to get the victory. But typically, you see the guy who gets to the front, stays in the front, and wins the heat race. So it does become a lot more difficult to try to get around them. And you don't really have a lot of laps, and you're not getting into lap traffic typically in a heat race because of the limited number of laps. So Feger, obviously frustrated, shared that frustration with Dirt Vision, and says he's going to go share it with officials as well. So definitely a story to keep track of to see if we get a response from Feger about this, or if track officials kind of make a statement as well. But I do have a feeling one of the excuses that they might pull out will be keeping the night moving along due to the complaints of long programs from last week, which I don't really think had anything to do with with single file restarts in a heat race due to a number of cautions. I don't think anyone really had that. Were complaining about the number of accidents that were taking place. It was more along the lines of how they were running the program and which divisions were getting out there and running compared to others, which I think it was the easiest solution to do, was move around the divisions to keep your program running tight for the people that are there, for the drivers, for their teams, and then obviously for the viewers watching on Dirt Vision. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.